New Orleans trip, January 2014. We getting ready to rock. Right there's Cafe Du Monde right there. Beth got those for us. $5 each and we're loaded. Got my sleep pillow ready for the plane. Got my speaker so I can play music in the morning, my kind of music. Got me emergency poncho there in case it rains. Got me some quarters for the parking. There's my toilet article case, no liquids. Got everything in there, razor, Q-tips. Here's all my medication. Toothbrush, blood pressure pills, headache pills, in case the children, get crazy. There's my eats for the plane. These napkins, what you do in New Orleans, you wave them like this when you're in a parade. So I brought 3 for the children. There's our beads. We'll be wearing those during any Mardi Gras parades and stuff. I guess that's about it. Oh yeah. I got me 3 travel johns. Pee in that in case, you out there at the French Quarter. Can't find a toilet. Alright, let's ride.
That he on top of his head. So that was his head.
You can't get out.
That thing slippery for the top.
I'm going to film you in case you fall off now. You might make us all $10,000.
I like that.
Yes, ma'am, you will.
There's a bunch of different ways to look at it, but the easiest way to see it, if you see live cypress trees, it's never been touched by saltwater. So there's no way it could have got there. We're too far away from the Gulf. We're not tidal. First thing you look at when you come in from the Gulf of Mexico is, the first thing you see or run into would be a barrier island. And everything comes in and comes up very gradually in elevation.
An alligator. Trying to knock her head over.
Mean that alligator. That's from the Tarzan.
All right.
People ask me, what's the difference between the swamp and the bayou? When you see the trees, that's the swamp. Big white bird on the right is what they call a great egret. It's the biggest of all 4 egrets in the United States. The little one about to put over the water?
Yeah.
Look his butt. You saw that little yellow flash?
It's yellow, right?
Okay, that's a yellow rump warbler. But when he sits there and he just opens up that yellow spot where you can see the yellow dot, it looks like a pat of butter. So the cute nickname given to him, Butterbutt. Surprised I hadn't seen more turtles than that. The trees belong to people and those water belongs to the state. That's the short version. I got too many things coming up. I can't get into it. Anyway, you don't see that every day,
Yeah, there's still bees in it. I see them flying around.
Yeah.
For catching fish on the water by grabbing them, and all modern birds will have the hook. If you'll notice when you start looking at other birds.
Where is he?
But anyway, my little pride and joy now. You know, it took me all afternoon in a 12-pack to get this here. You can't flip the boat, I promise. I didn't flip it not one time this year. It's only 16 days old, but the longer they fly over.
Yeah.
Now the turtles we do see on the log, for the most part, are all the same type of turtle. They're in a class they call a slider class. And they get their name for the way they slide up the log when you point at them or spook them. He gets quite big, and they claim that one's good to eat. Now, I don't know, I never ate no turtle. But yeah, painted turtles.
What about the loghead turtle? They have
Yeah,
them like
the snapping turtle, alligator snapping turtle, soft shell. But like a bonsai tree, it stunts them. They're not growing. Basically, what they're doing is transferring the root system from the mud to the water level, and this is only allowing enough oxygen for the flowers, the leaves, and the seeds. This is the three most important things you need to do to live and reproduce. The least important thing you need to do is grow, so they suspend that. If the water drains out again and they're on dry land, they'll start sprouting again too. Now, there's two trees that can do that. Now, the bald cypress, if you look, it is our state tree, but look at the bases of the tree. You see how they're irregular, like a clover bar? Look. Okay, at a glance, it's a dead giveaway, but look at these trees. Look how they're smooth. Okay, these are the Tupelo gum trees. Now, if you'll notice, but rivers, they're always looking for an easier route, but sometimes it's actually easier to cut across dry land right here. Okay, never mind. It's an NOLA lake out there. Could have been 2 or 3 foot deep without the levee after it got silted in. So something stays flooded for more than 9 months out of the year, open water bottom, and the state does own it. The trees, even inside those levees, belong to people. But in 1950, these people signed their land over to the state in a lease agreement to produce a hunting and fishing preserve for the public. The state built a 5-mile levee in an oval fashion called the Lake Martin. The levee holds 5 feet, so instead of 2 or 3 out there, it only averages 8 when we're topped off. You can subtract 3 feet because that's how low we are. It's not big.
yes, come on.
I can't get pictures like those birds. I mean, this phone is
Now, you got to keep in mind, too, a swamp is always trying to dry up. So, you know, they do have to use squirrels in here in certain areas, but mostly in a dry swamp. Tying them together, it becomes rigid. It's like a house on stilts. We're coming around the side right here, we're going to see an opening. This is what they call the boat shed. And, of course, that's where we park our boat. But on the other side, there's a shooting platform, which gives you something stable to sit on or shoot off of. Holes in the top, you're sitting on a bucket. Ducks flying, decoys, stand up, shoot. Happy, happy, happy. Hey, you girls up there in the front, do me a favor. Yeah. Hey, if you see any snakes hanging from the ceiling, let me know so I can back up. Okay? Now you know why we put a point on it. But look, guys, hey, if y'all never been in a duck line before, you can no longer say that. Do me a favor, pass this up for me.
Oh my God.
Oh, what's that? What happened?
No, no. What we say? She's a real snake. Oh my God.
What's Frank got?
It's fake. It's fake.
You know about Florida, that's all of us.
Come on, Cheryl. They thought it was closed in. Oh, good.
What's normal anymore? That's a white ibis. He's also good to eat. They call that a bécroche. French, which means bent beak. If you look at his beak from the side profile, it's bent down. If you ever see Muppets, he looks just like Gonzo. Come through here at night and you gig them out the nest. That's how you get them. It was cheap and free. And you know, I know that sounds bad, but if you didn't do that, you didn't eat back then. And they're pretty expensive for them, I hear. Now you see this stuff sticking to my finger? See that pretty green stuff floating?
Yeah.
It's a floating grass. It can be found throughout central and eastern United States, all the way up to Canada. But it's the smallest plant in the world that can produce a seed and flower. In order to see this flower, though, you're going to need a microscope. But I probably have about 200 plants right here on my finger. Now, if you did have a microscope, they're about as part of the four-leaf clover, so if you did have one, it would take you a while. Now, these great blue herons.
I'm looking right at it.
These great blue herons are very aggressive.
I see the bird. Oh, bird.
Eating alligator, up to 3 feet long. But if you're wondering how he managed to do something like that, look at the ones that are up there. Look at their beaks. They're in the shape of a dagger. That's what they call it, a dagger. But it's about 7 inches in length. And what he does, he takes it, he spears an alligator in the head to kill it. He'll beat him on the log a couple of times, turn him head first, and swallow him whole. Now I'm pretty sure he's beating him on the log first, make sure it don't wake up in his stomach. But I can only guess. You know what I mean? It just goes against everything that's in here. You know what I mean? Great. This right here is pennywort. Pennywort. W-O-R. Now this is the salvinia I was talking about. Now, salvinias from South America is choking out that duckweed and they put some, the family tree. Now look, these are the double-crested cormorants. If you look behind their eyes, they have white tufts of hair. This is the medium size. This is the one doing all the damage here. You know, I get these birds at 3 pounds average, and we might have 500 to 1,000 of them in here every day. You know, they eat their body weight every day. That's a lot of fish. You know, do the math. It's, not only that, but once they land up in these trees in these big bunches, they swoop all over the branches and it kills the trees. So that's why I said they're a nuisance. They were shooting these in the Great Lakes last year without permission to eradicate the trees because it's so pretty here. Now, Spanish moss, first of all, is a total misconception because they did get the names wrong. Hold up. You know, it's not a moss, it's a plant. After all the debates, the time and arguments, turned out it wasn't even Spanish either. There's no speak of Spanish. But, you know, if you want to know how it got its name, the first people to name it were the Chitimacha Indians. They were here before us. Now, they named it tree hair, pronounced Ika Ika, or something like that. But anyway, Spaniards took over and then they allowed the Cajuns to come here. Now the Cajuns used to tease the Spaniards though because it resembled their gray scraggly beard. So that was called Christmas lichen. All a lichen is, a composite plant. Basically, it's just 2 plants that took a liking to each other.
Hey.
No? Okay, well. Anyway, the 2 different plants, a fungus and algae. Fungus providing a matrix for the algae to live in for moisture, and the algae provides the chlorophyll. How do you think he made it here?
I don't even look at it. Snake.
A rat snake. I don't think it's venomous.
But we don't want to take a chance.
He ain't gonna I mean, I didn't even bring my camera. You know, he doesn't have an arrow-shaped head.
Anytime.
Ready?
But keep videoing because I'm going to stop and then go back.
Okay.
That's scary.
Go.
Abby.
Ready? Okay, don't go. Then something. Do something.
You have to do it though?
Yeah.
Sometime this century.
Look at Abby. What's she doing now? There she goes.
Really, she's fine. Go if you're gonna go.
I ain't got much battery left.
Have you barely cut our batteries?
What?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So it's time to go.
Why does it take you a minute to get prepared?
We're here at this aquarium now. We're gonna go in there, IMAX, go in the zoo. Everybody's gonna have a big time. We bought it all. So means we get to go to everything like that. They got some neat stuff, don't they, Abby? Got some neat stuff. How you doing? Good to see you. I think I saw you last night at Snake and Jake's. It's one of those crab claws. There's all the bottle caps from Frank's beer this week. Sammy Ball. Whoo! Dat. Manning. Williams. Thomas. Newman. Perrin. I am your father.
What's in here? Oh, that shark. There's one right there too. Really, I only got his butt. Yeah, thanks.
This is a microscopic view of a jellyfish stinger called a nematocyst. Triggered by chemicals or touch, the nematocyst fires. Jellyfish stinger called a nematocyst. Triggered by chemicals or touch, the nematocyst fires. Pierces the
He is waving.
How cool is that? Beautiful. Right?
Sticking to me.
Look at that one. Look, Mama. Look at that one.
Move, Anna.
10, 11.
Go timer.
I can't see.
Yeah, get on this side.
Sand starts flowing in a minute. 50.
Look at that. I can't see.
70, 70, 80.
That was great. I'm going to start it. Like we went back to the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, Degeneration X. Hey, honey. That looks pretty good. Okay, I got a moving camera if y'all can move. Heard one moving.
That it's packed like this. But yeah, you jump in.
Down there, look at those.
down there and look at those. Wait a minute, come here, Ann. Put her right there and then we'll take a picture. Put her up. That's the
What's that? That's it?
No, that's it. Like, you're not gonna get it.
Ribbit. 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 Ribbit.
Round to the right.
They're beautiful.
They like the pump from the rain car.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the white one they made.
Pedal. Show Papa how you pedal. None of them are coming to me now. Papa, look it out. Papa, pet one. He's right there. I got one.
I want to film you guys.
None of them are coming to me. I already got two over here.
I got one.
This one's a little high. Whoa! You got this one, Abby.
Here they come.
You're like all over here with me and Abby. Oh, Abby, get on.
I did.
You're like,
Oh, that one.
oh.
There's one, Mary Lou.
I told them.
What do you think, Nate? Somebody going down to Sheffield to get some bait.
Justin Harper.
I got this thing figured out, Lee.
What are you going after lunch? Sheep's head.
Sheep's head. Once I get untied from this buoy.
Now we're talking. Here's an exhibit I kind of like. Got your oyster po' boy there. Got your shrimp, remoulade sauce. They like to show you, you know, how you can eat all this. There's some, you know, fish, everything like that. Uh-huh. Pretty good. I kind of like this exhibit, Nate.
Like the way Max take a picture.
Yeah. Murphy, get that.
You gotta take a picture of Frank.
I couldn't. He came up.
We got one in the tank.
Abby left his jacket over there.
Abby fell in the tank.
Abby's in the tank.
Send me that one.
Watch if Abby punches it and it all just breaks.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Look this way.
Big fish over there.
It's an Abby fish.
The Abby fish?
That's sweet. Look at that.
We got two in the tank. Two in the tank. Two fell in. Lunch. Dinner. Breakfast. Snack. We had three fall in the tank now. Look this way, Anna.
That was funny.
Obi-Wan was right. Luke, I am your father.